Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. A special shout out to the fallen and the military. Thank you for what you do. We need to talk about the debt ceiling here. Not to be political at all, I mean at all, but there's some things that we do need to go over. Looks like that this deal will hold us over for about 2 years. So the good thing there is there will be no debt ceiling negotiations during the presidential race. No budget increases next year, and looks to be about a 1% for the following year. IRS will return approximately about 10 billion. The Republicans were looking for more, about 70 billion, so there was some compromises there. Definitely some compromises on the climate change as well. The student loan forgiveness, still waiting on the Supreme Court rulings, but the payment freeze will be lifted, and looks like payments will have to start being made within about a month or so. We'll be keeping from listening for more details on that, but that will give SoFi some attention. We're going to look at that chart as well. Some of the COVID money is going to be returned. McCarthy did say that some of the far right Republicans sounded like that they would not vote for it, but sounds like the Republicans have enough Democrats on board that they want to put this behind them. That sounds like it's going to go through. It should be heading to Biden's desk very soon, and we can get this took care of. So let's talk about this week. Earnings are lighter. We're getting into the very tail end of earnings season here, but tomorrow morning we do have consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Dallas Fed manufacturer at 10:10. We do have Chicago PMI and JOLTS job numbers on Wednesday. PMI at 9:45, JOLTS job numbers at 10. We also have 5 Fed speakers on Wednesday. Thursday we have the ADP unemployment report, and we have ISM and PMI. PMI at 9:45, ISM at 10. And Friday we do have the unemployment report at 8:30 as well. So let's get looking at the charts. We got a lot to cover. We'll talk about more stuff as we go through the charts. We did take some charts off, but we did add some charts as well. So this here is the SPX. We did close outside of our box we were watching. I like it better if we can just clear the top of that wick. But a lot of the negativity is wearing off on the market here, and the market really feels like it wants to go up. And I don't mean it's going to go to an all-new high. Some names are very close to an all-time high, but that's not what I'm saying. But the market does feel like it wants to go up here. So there should be seeing some room to make money. See how the market acts tomorrow. Any finalizations? I know we're still hearing some bickering. This person doesn't agree. That person doesn't agree. But some of that is just where they have to take. They have to go back to their hometowns and their constituents who may want something different than what's being agreed with. So certain things are just to keep the public happy. We'll see. Hopefully, this can be a done deal. We can put it behind us. The markets can get moving higher, and the economy can get back on track. We can get inflation down, get everybody, living a lot more comfortable. So we can see breath here. We did get a nice move up on breath on Friday. Bonds are trying to push here. Interest rates or yields are pushing higher. That's letting us know that interest rates are on a short-term move higher. The US dollar moving higher here, wants to flag, waiting on that 9 to catch up. VIX down day on Friday. One thing we know, every Monday morning, the VIX gaps up. So we're expecting the VIX to gap back up in the morning. It's just what it does on Mondays. It's been doing it for a little while now. Crude back down to this bottom trend line, respecting that support area. Looks like we could get a move up depending on where this candle opens up tomorrow. If we can just clear this area, clear this wick, we can get a move back up to the 50. That's a tradable range, but after that, I want to see it clear that 50 for a move higher. Apple, this is one of the better looking charts. This chart is not extended. We still have this gap below us right now. Apple looks like it wants to move higher. Very nice looking chart there. You can see the intraday move. Big move up here in the first 2 hours of the market, and then we just chop sideways. We did move higher at the end of the day. Gold, we got this double top. We're breaking down out of the double top, flagged over. This was your entrance. If you draw a line here, you get a bear flag break. That was your entrance. Got this flag also retested the short-term moving average and then breaking below that flag. That's exactly what we're looking for when your conservative trader enters. Advanced decline lines, they're turning up. AMC moving lower, breaking down below that 50, that 9 coming down, 9 across the 50, pushing price lower. AMD 15-minute chart, nice move up, chop sideways, moved up into the end of the day. Amazon, this is another chart that is not extended. You can see we're trading at 420, but this nine's at 416. It's going to move higher. So we are about $4 above the nine, but this nine's going to move higher at market open. See what happens tomorrow at open. That chart is not extended. Definitely can move higher. ARK, you can draw a trend line across the top of this. We're looking for a breakup above that trend line. Nice little flag. We did lose the 9, but we could still push off that 20. MACD still looks decent there as well. Keep an eye on that one this week. AMD, nice gap up here. So we still gap and go. We still have this gap down here if we do decide to pull back. But right now it looks good. Getting a little extended here. So we're $17 off the 9, depending on where we open tomorrow. The 9 is going to move higher. See where we open tomorrow. So we are a little extended there. MACD's hot. It is still short-term tradable. Very short-term tradable. I mean, I don't want to sit here and make it sound like it's not tradable just because it's extended. But, you get in, you take your profits. Your more conservative traders are going to wait for some kind of pullback or some kind of flag to a short-term moving average or a pullback into support. Right here, we have broken above our volume profile as well. So we know there's less resistance up here. AMD weekly, that is just a huge move. And remember, AMD's not moving off of anything that AMD done. AMD is moving off of NVIDIA news, so let's keep that in mind as well. Affirm got a very nice little contraction pattern there, still holding the 9. That one's worth keeping an eye on this week. You can see Amazon, huge move on Friday. Held in well, but it did roll over at the end of the day where a lot of other stocks closed on the highs. Amazon did roll over. You can see Amazon weekly here. We're still watching this. We got this break. We're actually outside of the Bollinger Bands. So a pullback to get inside of this Bollinger Band would be nice. Pull back into maybe reconnect with the 9 or something. But that Bollinger Band will act as a support level on the way up until it gets back inside of it. Apple flagging here, waiting for that weekly 9 to catch up. Nice looking chart. Boeing's been very choppy. Let's be honest, it's been a very tough trader. But we do got a lower high here. I'm sorry, we have a higher low. Looking for a break above the 50. If we can clear this range, maybe look for a move up there. It's pushing right back. If you look at this chart, it's pushing right back into a lot of volume, very heavy volume profile. It's a lot better clean up here. There's better names to trade, honestly, until it gets there. Bitcoin weekly, below that weekly 9, that is resistance. So there's a trend line that runs through here. I do not have this drawn on this chart. Still watching the symmetrical triangle break here, but there's a trend line that runs through here. And plus, you got your 50-day or 50-day. As you can see, it's rejection there. So we can definitely push up here, but we got to clear that 50 plus. There's a downtrend runs through here. It's like a descending channel. You draw that on your chart. Boeing push and then pretty flat on Friday after the initial push. CVX closed back below the daily moving averages. Communication sector still moving up. This is where your short-term trader looks to enter. This candle flagged in, closed up above the flagpole. We're looking for a move up with the communication sector. Very nice inverted head and shoulders breakout there. XLP moving lower, trying to hold the 200 for support. We've been watching them, just getting destroyed. Cost has closed just right here. Actually, it is barely, but it's just inside of our box. So if cost will push tomorrow, moving on expanding volume, they bought this report. This was on its way down going into the report, and they bought this report and just run it up. So it was a beautiful move on the intraday. I wish I had seen this moving, but I did not think it was running through the watch list real quick. I did not realize it was as strong of a move as it was. A very nice candle here moving on expanding volume. I still want to get outside of this box. We can clear this range. We closed above this downtrend. That's a very good look. Still want to get outside that volume profile box. If we can get up there, we're looking for a move higher. DraftKings so we've had this really nice move up. You can see each one of these flags are getting a little longer, breaking down a little more. Right now, this one has lost a 9 and a 20 on the daily. Let's see where it goes. MACD's crossing. DDOG, very nice contraction pattern here, contracting into the short-term moving average, Still got a decent MACD there. We can see this MACD pinch up. Need to keep a very close eye on this one this week. Your volume profile right here is lightening up in this area. It's getting ready to push back into some resistance, as you can see. Lily breaking down, bear flagging under the 9 and 20. Looking to break. If we can break below this candle, looking for a move down. I need to clear. I want to be below that wick. I want to see a candle close below that wick. If we get that, I'm looking for a move down there. XLE, same. There's just so much going on right now with crude and everything. The bands are pinching in. We are below. So your 20s, your mean, we're below the 9 and the 20 here. This could be signaling for a move lower. Bands are definitely pinching in. Google's got this little tabletop here. Move up above that, we can move higher. This MACD looks great. There's our goose head. You can see instead of this, when we pull back here, just enough to pinch that top band, trying to move back up. We want to see that spread open. Looks like a goose head. We want to see the beak open up. Holding the 9 very well. A move higher. You can see this chart is not extended. If they want to come for some names, there's some AI play here as well. A Goldman Sachs double bottom, got this nice little contraction in this, you can call it a rectangle. To me, it's just a double bottom. We did close above. We actually closed above that wick as well. Looking for a move higher here. Watch your 200-day. Goldman Sachs, that's about the best looking bank. You can see them bands coming in for a pinch. IWM intraday, the 15-minute chart. Nice move up, come back. Nice move up, come back. Flagged again, and then pushed. Matched the highs at the end of the day. Did not push into new highs at the end of the day, but you can see right at the end of the night, got a nice little pop there. IBM, this chart, this is not the greatest looking chart. Just looking for some stuff trying to see if they're going to rotate into anything. So trying to keep an eye on some of these other charts. Got this very rough little cup and handle that it's not, but I do like the way this candle here closed Friday up above this previous candle. So we got a higher closed candle. Watch your 200 there. They may try to come for that one this week. QQQ, nice push here. So you can see we flagged in, actually lost a 9, gapped up, and go. Look at that MACD. There's your goose head pinching open. So let's go back 1 second. You can see we're clearing this. So we are getting into an area where we do have a lot less volume been traded. So that tells us that the support resistance for now is going to be a little lighter up here. Now, obviously, if we get up here, we grind back and forth in that area, that volume profile is going to build. But you can see we're getting out of this fresh resistance area where we've struggled in this area. Them lines still worked out pretty good, pushing higher there. Like I say, getting a little lighter in here, and we're not super extended. We are $13 from the top of that candle, but once again, this 9 is going to move up, so we're not going to be as extended as it looks. Also depends on where this candle opens. We could gap down in the morning and put us right back on it. Q's, nice push, strong. It's just a place to be right now. Huge move here on the weekly chart. We watched this flag form. We watched a breakout pushing higher. LVS, this is Las Vegas Sands, keeping an eye on the casinos. Bear flagging, we watch this very rough looking head and shoulders pattern breaking down right now. Bear flagging, we want to see how it acts at that short-term moving average. Mara, Bitcoin popped over the weekend, coming back in now. See what that does tomorrow. It may get these crypto names moving. Merck rolling over. Can we move lower? We lost to 50 now. Can we move lower? That 9's on its way down. Big rounded top there. Meta is grinding higher. You can see the bands. You can see the Bollinger Bands here clicking open, moved outside of the Bollinger Band. See if we can get a move higher there. It's another one. We called those bands out last week. Meta, big push, flagged back into this 9-minute 15, lost it, regained it, shot back up. Nice play there. Microsoft pushing higher. What a move. Microsoft intraday, nice push, pushing higher into the end of the day. Weekly chart, that's just a beast. What a beast. I mean, we're not far off, all-time highs here. NVIDIA Nice gap up, held that gap well, got a high close candle on Friday. Look at that MACD. Nice volume. Look at that heavy volume in there. They tried to sell it, it held well. A nice move up on the intraday chart and chopping sideways for now. We need to get some moving averages. Not really sure what's going to happen here. Uh, it's just a huge move. We got moving averages need to catch up. Not really sure what's happening. They're definitely going to be on the radar. Short term trades on it for now. Nasdaq moving higher. That's a beautiful chart. Strong move. Netflix, very nice, strong move here. So we have this pattern we trade a lot. It's called the rising three. This is very similar, except it's got 5 candles in the center, kind of a rising 5. Bullish on Netflix right now. This candle closed up here into lighter volume as well. The volume profile is lighter up there. Definitely bullish on Netflix. Look at that MACD. Great looking chart. Qs, nice chart. We closed up above that 61.8. See where the weekly, I'm sorry, monthly just did not close. Sorry, it's not the end of the month yet. Slow down. We are pushing. See if we can close above the 61.8 on the monthly chart. It means we got to hold strong. Rivian, not the best looking chart, but like I say, just trying to find some new picks. Got a very rough. This is not textbook. One thing about a head and shoulders or even inverted head and shoulders, we like to see the symmetry to be pretty even in the shoulders. This shoulder is way long compared to that shoulder. We could look at this as a cup and a deep handle maybe. The pattern's not perfect, but if we break that neckline, we're looking for a move up no matter how unperfect that pattern is. One thing I do want to point out is this heavy volume profile bars. We're trying to get up out of that area and move higher where it will lighten up. Roblex got this rounded bottom. Still got it. If we can clear these moving averages, maybe it can get a move up. It's got a gap up there. SPX daily chart. We're going to talk about the SPY. Looks a lot like that. SoFi's not doing a lot down here, kind of very W patternish, wanting to push. This could go to the moon on. They could sell it. Don't get me wrong, but definitely a catalyst with the student loans. Definitely on the radar. The diamond rolling over. Friday was an up day, but you can see the action rolling over here, and you can see the weekly chart trying to roll over. But we do got this morning starish pattern down here, but we got to clear those moving averages before I'm interested in trading it. The SPY moving higher on the weekly, nice close, nice flag, push up, hammer candle off the weekly 9. Charts look good right now. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I just trade. I know if you're bearish in this market and you're sitting in a short position, expecting the world to go to an end and move lower, I apologize. The SPY, you can see breaking out of this symmetrical triangle, kind of. I mean, nice candle. We got to clear that area. The Bollinger Bands pushed into them. Looks like they pinched, trying to move higher after tubing. So it looks like we want to move higher here. I like it above that wick we pointed out on the SPX. We clear the top of that wick. We're looking for a move higher. This is SPY monthly. Coming into that 61.8% fib level on the yearly fib or the monthly fib, basically fibbing it out for the last year, over a year since the market pulled back. SPY daily, you can see the cup and handle-ish action trying to push up. Nice bullish. It's not really a bullish engulfing candle. It's a strong bullish Morobuzo candle. You can see the volume profile is weakening up here. If we can clear this level, definitely should be able to see a move up. That 426 area should be in play if we can break this area. Nice move on the SPY on the daily. I'm sorry, on the 15. That's the intraday. Nice move up on the intraday chart there. Squares, we broke this downtrend just to put in a big bear flag below this 20. I'm looking for a move lower there. CRM, passive income chart, bought this thing back here when we were screaming passive income. You could have got several trades off of that or one nice trade. A shop, move up on expanding volume. This is breaking down. We got to take these moving averages back. We got to get back above that trend line. If we can, I don't know, we got a gap down here. Keep an eye, see if we can get into that gap. If it does break down, Tesla, good day on Friday, did give some of it back. This is not a bad looking chart. We'll get to that in a second. The Tesla daily chart is not a bad looking chart. XLK posted the monthly chart in the Discord. Huge move here. Just huge. Bands opening up. We're outside of the band. Strong MACD volume coming in outside of the volume profile bars, which means we should try to start moving up here. Tesla weekly trying to push back up, getting back in the same range. If you kind of redraw this box, we did break out of it, but never got a decent move lower. But if you kind of redraw this, I would watch the top of this range as we're moving back into it. Kind of basically what I'm saying is a new trading range. This right here is very falling or rising 3-ish. So we're expecting a move higher. We got to clear this downtrend here. You can see there's got this downtrend. It's not perfect. Only got probably get a touch point off that candle, but we got to clear that 200, but very rising 2-ish, which is a candle pattern I talked about a while ago. Uber's rounding on the top here after this move up on expanding volume, struggling to get going, maybe trying to break down. Walmart has been breaking down as well. We got below this resistance area, trying to push back in, trying to get back into the bands on Friday. Not really working very well. See what happens tomorrow. XLF kind of morning starish. Got these moving averages there that just need to be cleared. ExxonMobil down candle, holding your daily 200 below that daily 200. We're looking for a move lower. TLT bullish engulfing, nice move. This is your 20-year bond. Watch your 9 there. We've been watching this. We were watching for this breakdown. We did break down, looking to see if we can get another setup on that. IWM weekly. So this was trying to look like an H cell pattern. Now it's looking more like a foot. I still think we can try to turn up. If we can take those moving averages out, we could see some upside. IWM daily. So here we're back above on the daily chart. We're back above your daily 9. See if we can get some follow through off that candle. Put the call ratio is 88 into neutral zone. I posted in the Discord. This is one of the put the calls. I actually posted both of them. So both the put the calls that we watch are in the bullish zone. Oscillators for the NASDAQ. So right now we are at a positive 297. New York Stock Exchange, negative 44. And that concludes our video for today. I hope everybody finds this helpful, and I'll see you in the trading room.